Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, who had Ron DeSantis on their bingo card for Secretary of Defense and cabinet posts. Okay, I'm surprised actually, because DeSantis had the nerve to try and primary against Donald Trump and, threaten to release information that would be embarrassing to Donald Trump. But it looks like they're all making nice, and now DeSantis can go get a cabinet post as Secretary of Defense. I don't know what makes Ron DeSantis a great candidate for Secretary of Defense. I mean, Hegseth, the guy before him, at least had some military experience, but okay, I guess DeSantis is a governor, right? So you could say as a governor, if he can govern a state, he can govern the Defense Department. All right. Hegseth, for his part, said if he's appointed, he'll stop drinking. That's good. Yeah, because we wouldn't want you drinking. How about you stop drinking now? One of those things that maybe if you had stopped drinking a long time ago, your appointment would have that also working against it. It's a clown show and a dumpster fire. All in one. Come on down. Let's take a look. How's Hegseth's path forward with the Department of Defense? Then we'll look on DeSantis, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ship to come in. Waiting, or waiting to leave. I don't... Yeah, it just doesn't feel like he's going to get there. He's got too much baggage here. Crossed by the 3 of Cups. He's got too many people not wanting him to succeed. Yeah, it's going to come crashing down. I guess with the talk about DeSantis and people maybe celebrating that a little bit more, they want a more celebrated person in this position. He's going to be waiting, but he's going to be waiting a long time. This thing's over, and it's going to end pretty quickly. I could put this video up tonight. It could happen as of tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday. What's the date today? 12/4. It's going to be Thursday the 5th. I record this at 5:36 p.m. Pacific time. In the past, we got the Queen of Wands. Somebody who, passionate person, maybe can't. This is somebody who's going to have to sort of work with Ukraine. It's my Ukraine card. I'm trying to figure out what the Queen of Wands is here. Feminine energy about taking actions on things. Has he had problems with women? Is he? Yeah, he's a misogynist. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is the guy that doesn't want women in the military. I think that's going to be problematic for him from the get-go. Current situation is the 10 of Coins. There's going to be questions about how's he going to be able to manage this whole the Defense Department budget and something like that if he doesn't really have the experience for it. It could also be big money doesn't want him in there. There could be a payout here too. I don't think this is health. I was just chuckling. This is reminding me of the effervescent bubbles. If he likes rum and cokes, this is the coke to his rum. Overarching energy is the Ace of Swords. I think they just have too much on him. This is also my cup of intoxication. Drinking too much. Yeah. He's not going to make it. He's not a good pick. He's got too much wrong with him for a position to lead our troops. They will probably offer him something else. It may not be a cabinet post, but I suspect they'll withdraw his name and they will make him something else that maybe doesn't require Senate confirmation. Yeah, he's disappointed with this. He's going to be asked to leave, and he's disappointed about it. It's going to come quickly, though. I mean, it also, the minute Trump makes up his mind that this guy's problematic, then he's gone. It doesn't matter what kind of loyalty you've shown or anything along those lines. Even if you were a Fox News host, you may not get there. I swear to God, Donald Trump reminds me of like when I might have been at like age 7 watching TV, and you got the little red box as seen on TV. If he sees it on TV, he just thinks they're the most brilliant people ever, because why would they put anybody who's not brilliant on television? He's got this really, really simplistic mindset. And I think he also thinks that everybody thinks like him. When you lack empathy, when you're a narcissist and you lack empathy, you can't put yourself in other people's shoes. So I would assume that he just assumes everybody else agrees with him, which is why he uses that great catchphrase, everybody says it. I hear all these people telling me. The only people here telling him is him telling other people and them giving the awkward silence, which is not a no, so that's got to mean that they're agreeing with them, and if they're agreeing with them, they're telling it to him. I don't know. Guy's a Looney Tune. Ron DeSantis. Will Ron DeSantis be the next candidate to lead the Department of Defense? How's that looking? You got the 8 of Cups, the walking away. Is that Hegseth walking away or DeSantis leaving Florida? Crossed with the 6 of Coins. And the Page of Pentacles. Trump may be floating that name out there, but he might change his mind. Like, you're going to make the offer, but he can't get it through. Or this could just be Hegseth is leaving, and now you've got to offer this job to somebody else. Let's see what the rest of the cards come up with, and I'll see if I can put together a story. In the past, you got the 8 of Coins, raising money, Chariot, now progressing through the race. There's another leaving card here, 6 of Swords. Leaving, going from troubled waters to calmer shores. Is this to get him out of Florida and the financial mess that he's made, that he's done to it? When he's kicked out all the immigrants? Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to go a different direction with this. I'm going to go with DeSantis. When DeSantis decided he wanted to kick out the immigrants, they passed that law to kick out the immigrants, and you could watch Florida's economy tank. That was giving DeSantis money issues. And they couldn't find people to do work over in Florida. It's also, his failed bid of this, this might also be the failed presidential bid. And then he threw his lot behind Trump and started working with Trump behind the scenes. That this is flowing better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sending immigrants away and trying to keep quiet about it sending immigrants away is going to resonate with Donald Trump. That's exactly what he wants, right? But I think because DeSantis helped Trump after he dropped out of the race, did fundraising for him, was active in helping the campaign, didn't rock the boat, was emotionally supportive, he's going to get his reward for doing that. And now you've got the Department of Defense, and what Trump is talking about is setting up effectively internment camps in Texas or Florida, but basically setting up internment camps and having the military, of course using the military to round people up. And if you're going to do that, well, your Department of Defense should be on board. So you're going to want somebody who's on board. And then you've got DeSantis. Oh, yeah. And let's not forget, DeSantis and Abbott taking immigrants and shipping them out of their states and shipping them over to blue states, just dumping them at Martha's Vineyard and in New York and in San Francisco or Sacramento. It's stuff like that that just appeals to Trump. It's his flavor of racism that he loves so much. There we go. That's the tastiness that we're looking for here. Sorry, it takes a while to get to these here. It just do so many abhorrent things. It's hard to keep track of it all. You know, if you only have to keep track of 2 or 3 really crappy things that they've done, that's one thing. But I swear, it's every day. Will DeSantis get? If DeSantis is put in as a nominee, will he be approved? No, that might be a difficult one too. It may not be as easy as we think. I would have thought it was going to be a slam dunk. But this means it's going to be a struggle to stay on top. Death card, bringing things to a close. King of Wands. It's going to be a push. It's not going to. If he gets in, it's not going to be easy to become the king, to push it all the way through. There's going to be a lot of fighting and arguing. A lot of people calling for the end of this nomination. I mean, this could be Hegseth again, right? It could be Hegseth again in a different light. For Hegseth, he didn't get in because he drank too much. For DeSantis, if he names DeSantis, he might be floating it out there. He might name somebody else. I almost get the feeling that DeSantis isn't gonna make the grade. That like Trump changes his mind and he's got a new favorite person that comes along, or somebody gets in Trump's ear and suggests somebody other than Ron DeSantis. So again, they're floating Ron DeSantis' name as like Hegseth, BBC hits out after reports Trump could replace him with DeSantis. I don't think Trump's going to replace him with DeSantis. I don't know who Trump's going to replace him with. But I think these things about DeSantis, that will be like, you know, it's like throwing up a trial balloon and seeing how people react. And if they're really positive about it and Trump thinks he can get something out of it, yeah, he'll go with it. If it's, no, if the universe goes meh, yeah, he'll go with somebody else. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe Sylvester Stallone. Maybe he thinks John Rambo is a real thing and he'll get Rambo to be in there. If Hulk Hogan were in the military, he'd have Hogan doing it, you know? Made for TV. Anyways. Yeah, you wonder if Marlon Brando could be brought back as General Kurtz. Colonel Kurtz? From Apocalypse Now. We'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think that this Hegseth is going to make it, and I don't think DeSantis is going to get very far in the process, if at all. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just some random dude throwing tarot cards on the internet. But I hope you find the reading insightful. We'll see how it pans out. Take care.